Hey guys, it's me. I have a battle here with Darkwing2743. Most of you know her as D. I have a quick battle here with her, but before I start that, I'd like to mention that I know the graphics suck and that it's going to be hard to see what's going on, but please just try and put that aside. It's kind of why I'm narrating, just so we can kind of see what's going on and everything. So, here we go. Okay, so the battle starts off with us coming out and everything, and then she sends out her Swallow, I send out my Aerodactyl. She goes for the Protect, I send out my Stealth Rocks just so I can kinda kill any focus sashes she might have. Her Toxic Orb poisons her. I switch out to Dusk Noir, predicting the Facade that I know is probably coming. Poison hurts her a bit. She uses U-turn, and I predicted that, I think. And then, no, I thought she was going to do something else, so I used Payback, and it's good that she used U-turn, because now I can get free damage on whatever comes out. So I get free damage on her Umbreon, and now I'm like, fa-ha-ha, because I hate these things. They're the most annoying things on the planet. So now I have to figure out how to do that, and she does it confused right now. I'm like, well, shit, because now I'm totally screwed. So I go for a Fire Punch just to get in some extra damage, and it does barely anything, because this Dusk Noir is not, like, offensive at all, it's more defensive. So she toxics me, and I'm like, well, crap. So now I can toxic her, which I think is what I tried to do, because I was trying not to because of the entire synchronized thing, but now I can, so woohoo. But it missed, and I ended up hurting myself. So I take the poison damage, and I go out to porygon-z, because of the fact that this guy has Signal Beam, and that's going to be pretty awesome when I use that and destroy her face. So I do that, and it brings her Umbreon to about half, I think. Yeah. So that's pretty good. So she confused Rays, and I'm like, fuck. So I go for the Signal Beam, I think. Yes. Yeah. Oh no, just kidding. I switch out into Kingler. Oh, that's right. And then I switch out to Kingler, and then I believe I use Superpower because it's all super effective and fun stuff. So it takes out her Umbreon, which is good because it's a pain in the butt, and I don't have to deal with it anymore. Woohoo! So, now she sends out her Sceptile. I'm like, oh great, her, like, mascot guy. She's probably going to use this thing and destroy me. So she goes for the Energy Ball. I kind of saw that coming, so I switched out to Dusk Noir. Yeah, I'm just healed because of the fact that this guy is Beast and can take damage. So she goes for the Hidden Power, and I don't think she knows what type it was. So, yeah. I go for the Fire Punch, and it brings her down a lot, considering the fact that this guy isn't very offensive. If it was, it probably would have killed her. So I went in again just to see if maybe like her move missed or something, but it didn't, and Dusk Noir's down. So that's kind of sucks. So I go into my Frostlass to kind of just like kick her butt, and I use Light Screen to take down any damage. And here's the crap: she uses Dragon Pulse, and I'm like, okay, I can probably live it because Light Screen's up and everything, but it one-hit KOs because it's a critical hit. I'm like, what the f? So I wasn't very happy about that, so I send in Steelix just to kind of protect up and see what else she has. And she has Focus Blast, and I'm like, well, crap, because Steelix can't really do much other than just kind of take damage, and because of that, I don't really want anyone else switching in and taking that. So I use him as Death Fodder, so Steelix didn't do crap this battle at all. So I go back to Porygon to use the Signal Beam, I think. I think that's what I do. And then, yeah, I Signal Beam up, and then takes down her Sceptile. So I'm like, woohoo, awesome. So now Porygon is kind of hurting, and she sends in her Float Soul. I'm like, well, crap, because I have Choice Scarf on this guy, so I can't do anything. So she uses Brick Break and takes down the Light Screen. I'm like, that's okay. I can live with that. And then she goes for the Crunch again. And then I think I go for the Crab Hammer to kind of just take the stab and everything and just kind of do some damage. So she switches out into her Latias, and I'm like, oh, great. So I used Crab Hammer again, I think, to get off like the stab or to kill off the Float Soul. One of those. So she uses Energy Ball, and I'm like, okay, which one of your guys doesn't have that? Because it seems like every time I look, she's using it. So that sucks. So now I send in Aerodactyl and Rock Slide the crap out of Latias, hoping to kill it, and it lives with like 10 HP or something like that. So it uses Witch. I'm like, oh, great. So I take out the Latias with Rock Slide, and I'm like, awesome, that's a pain in the butt. I don't have to deal with it anymore. So she switches in her Float Soul. I'm like, oh, great. Stealth Rocks takes it down a bit. And I use Thunder Fang because I'm faster and awesome, and Parry is a beast because he's a Platypus Aerodactyl. Yeah. So she sends in her thing, her Swallow, and it uses Facade, and I'm like, okay, I can live this, because I EV'd this guy in like speed and defense or something like that, so I Rock Slide, take out the Swallow. I'm like, great, she has one guy left, and I think I have like 2. So I'm pretty in good shape. And then she sends out Salamence, so I'm like, fa-ha-ha. So I think, okay, here's the thing. I totally forgot about Rock Slide, so I think I went for the Thunder Fang to try and get like a Parahax or something. Because I have Thunder Wave on Porygon, but he's Scarfed, so that would just be stupid of me to do. So I send in Porygon, and I'm like, try attack, because I have adaptability, and he's Choice Scarfed and everything. And it ends up taking down her Salamence, so that was an awesome game, D. Hopefully we can rematch, and hopefully it'll be as epic as this. Adios all.